in 2024, I remember like I would call myself out a lot. And that's also another thing to do with being wise. Reflect. Really look back. Adi kukaa chini and to say like, what did I do today? What did I do wrong? Because most of the time, you're wasting your years, you're wasting your time because you're relearning lessons that you should have already learned. Okay. So that's one thing.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, munaniga.
Watcha.
This is so nice. This is so nice.
Yeah. Plus, your friends really carry you. Like, get people who speak life into you and people who you have the same goals. Mimi, I was like, I had this savior complex where I was making friends with people who are growing. It's like me, I'm the one watering them. At this point where I've reached, me, I don't want to grow together. You just meet me when you have grown. I have grown, we cross-pollinate. Like, in a way.
Thing is, all the answers unatafutanga nje zinakuanga within you.
Exactly.
That's why at times unajipatanga you are asking for advice from someone, but usha decide.
Exactly.
Utaki kujisikia.
Usha decide. So I don't know. Do listen to yourself.
Hi, Willers. You're listening to the JLM podcast.
You're with me, Owino.
And I'm Bridget.
Now, unaweza chime in.
Oh, okay.
And
Another shots.
Yeah. Sikuwa najua, like, sikuwa na expect.
Don't worry. Aya,
Let's
1, 2, start.
Hi, Willers. You're listening to the JLM podcast.
You're with me, Owino.
And I'm Bridget.
And I'm Jada.
Hey. And I'm Jada.
Aya, 1, 2, 3, go.
Jada.
Yes.
No pressure. Yeah. Anyway, here we are. Tumetumia the word Willers for the first time. So that is our new community
That's
name.
our community name for sure.
our fans, right?
Yeah.
For our fans, mnaitwa Willers.
Yeah.
So kama unaitwa James, we ni James Wheeler. Kama unaitwa Bridget, we ni
Bridget Wheeler.
Bridget Wheeler.
Yeah.
So thanks.
Thank you, Willers.
Yeah, and we are here back to our old studio. Actually, I missed this place.
Really?
We've been shooting our episodes at Silver Oak.
Yeah.
Alafu leo tumerudi back to our roots. So yeah, feels nice. Wameongeza hadi my aesthetics.
Manze.
So yeah, mjue bei inapanda. Yeah, so I don't know, they may lose count of the episodes.
I think it's episode 2. Season 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So episode
60 what?
Episode 62, guys.
Wow.
Every time najikumushanga I've done this 60 plus times.
Amen.
Na mini veteran.
Hey.
Yeah, anyway, today we have Jada. Ni Jada ama ni Jada? Unajua mimi nasemanga Jada, but wewe umesema Jada.
Jada.
Ni
It's
Jada.
Jada.
Yeah.
Mbona unaongezana na hata mwenye amesema ni Jada?
Kwani siwezi kuwa Muamerican?
Hapana. Colonization. What are you doing?
Yeah. Anyway, hi Jada.
Hey.
Sasa, how have you been?
I've been good.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
But I think I look awkward, but y'all don't mind. Like,
You don't.
No, you don't look
Imagine.
awkward.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Umeblend into vizuri.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
ni kama hata umezoea kufanya hizi mambo, you know?
Exactly.
this is why y'all should have girlfriends. Exactly.
Period.
Period. Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, today we have Jada with us, and I was actually saying this is the first time we have someone who's younger than us on set, so I'm so excited because it's like
exciting.
big sister moment.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
she's also doing so well for herself, so it's like if I was your age, ningekuwa nafanya hivi.
Ningekuwa mbali sana
Ningekuwa
sahi.
mbali
Ningekuwa na
sana.
mansion,
But,
you know?
Yeah, sahi ningekuwa tu naenda cruising in the Bahamas.
Imagine. Dubai, you know?
Yeah. But anyway, just to start us off, what caught your attention this week? Bridget could start, I could start, you could start. Tunaweza chapa tufanye rock paper scissors. But tunaweza kwa watatu. Mwenye anatoa kwanza.
Mwenye anaanza kwanza 1 2 3 go. Rock paper scissors. Rock paper scissors.
Unaanza na yeye.
Sawa. Rock paper scissors.
So?
Ni wewe.
Okay.
Wewe ndo unaanza.
Mimi ndio naanza.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh.
The game is rigged.
To be honest, what caught my attention? Nothing really. It's just that I moved out to a new place.
hapo mweke vigelegele
bigger place.
mashangwe.
So imekuwa such a beautiful experience. Like bado tuko hiyo process ya kufurnish nyumba and all, but being in a bigger space, just looking at it tuko
unatembea kwa nyumba tu unashanga hii nyumba iishi
like kila kitu iko kwa room yake, umezoea kulala unaamka unaona sufuria. Sasa unaamka hadi kitchen iko na mlango yake, choo iko na mlango yake,
Mungu bariki wengine,
niko na hadi parking area, my friend. It's such a beautiful experience. And I'm not giving you pressure, my parents are still paying the bills. Just so you know, by the way, because I've posted about it and maybe you're asking me I'm getting the money. My parents are still paying for it. It's because wanataka tukuwe na experience ya kuishi peke yetu. But also because of where we live. Maybe I don't talk about my locations mostly, but we have several places like I said, but so tumepewa place moja kusettle, which is a good thing actually. So imekuwa such a beautiful, because imekuwa kwa my vision board. So niko so grateful, like things are happening for my good naniko. Yes, I love it here. Like trusting the process and embracing the changes. It's a bittersweet moment, but I'm embracing everything. Like I'm just what I can do. I do everything in my power. Like if it's something I can do, I'm gonna do it. If it's not, I'm just gonna just trusting.
Exactly.
So
unaniita kwa lini sijakuwa kwa Bridge, guys. Are we really best friends?
House tour.
Okay, on video call.
Tunaenda leo.
Thanks.
Yes. So
ona tu vile nimekuwa excluded, but okay, wow.
We can go.
Actually,
we can go.
Tunakuchukua. You have no say.
Thank you. Yeah. Because the moment here.
Exactly.
And that's basically what has caught my attention. And what else? It has not caught my attention. It's just new beginnings rather. And hakuna kitu ingine so sijui kama nafa. Okay, let me just say it. But it's nilikuwa in such a friendship dynamic. Sijui kama niseme dilemma or something. Because it made me take a step back. It's my uni friends when bado. Well, let me say I cut them off, but we still talk. Not that we are now we were closer in uni, but we're not as close. So we are still reconnecting, and every single time I'm like, oh yeah, this is the reason why I cut you guys off. Like Nilenye, no, not throwing shade,
Totally.
But Nile, every time I interact with them, I feel like I made the right decision, and there's no bad blood or anything. Like I still care about them. We'd still hang out, but at the same time, I feel like now maybe I'd have friends for hanging out. Maybe I'd had friends for sharing personal issues. Have like maybe a variety of friends, but I know maybe new friends wangu waku hang out and everything.
And it's
so
okay.
And it's okay. So I'm like, well, everything Nile Nico, okay, I think I made the right decision here. Because feeling alone in a friendship, it's not interesting. But I hope they don't watch this one.
They'll watch na watajishuku too, but don't take it personal.
So Nile ni a bittersweet thing, because hey, you're having that discernment ni so like you have to make the big decisions right now. You just do what is best for you. So Nile niko too, why I'm just going with what is going on.
Okay. There's a couple of lessons.
For sure. So
so who's going next?
Rocks, paper, scissors, winner too.
When ndio number 2.
Miki kitu ili catch my attention ni kitu ufala.
Nikom deep these days. I'm sorry, nikufanya masters.
Mara umehama, mara unafanya masters, mara umecut off toxic.
They're not
let me take it. Let me take it to the ground. So I was watching news jana. And there's this guy amewin nini aviator. Sinajua all this betting. So when you win huge sums of money, you're usually shown on TV. They like take you there. Then it just works for the company for people to know that people are winning big money. So keep betting.
Exactly.
So this guy akaenda na mask ile ya alienda kama amevaa ile mask ya money heist.
I know, I've seen it.
And he did say that for real ako anataka kujulikana.
Hata mimi ningefanya hivyo, to be honest, because everyone will know you have money. No.
So you could watch TV, it's like sijui dash wins 963,000 nini alafu amevaa mask.
Oh my god.
They are showing the names ama pia inakuwa blurred out.
You know they're just showing one name. So hata mtu akiandika Bridget wins, it could be 1,000 other Bridget.
Okay, yeah,
so
for sure.
So it was so funny. And this guy says that ako anataka kujulikana.
That's someone who knows how to protect their peace. Like,
No, it's because also pia the entitlement, because maybe people will have the entitlement with your money now, like, unakata nini suko na pesa. I'm like, excuse me.
But to be
so
honest,
I think it's pretty
I really want to
valid.
know kama watu shinda betting money, whether it changes their lives.
Well,
Because
yeah.
I don't know, if you did bet right now and $1 million was just sprinkled into your bank account, in 1 year will we know that you were a millionaire last year?
why?
Because of a point.
Sorry, wise madam.
Yeah, but like I don't know how watu wa kubet pia wanafaa kutuambia how has it changed people's lives, because you know we usually just see the high moments. May win 2 million, may win nini. Then anatuambia nitaenda ninunue shamba, nisomeshe watoto, nifungue biashara, nitoe tithe, sijui nifanye nini. Then I don't know what happens after that. But
Like,
anyway,
are
just
all
food for
bettors
thought.
like financially irresponsible? Because why are you betting in the first place? Like gambling. Like, okay, don't cancel me, but oh my god.
Umewakuja hivi tu.
She's just a girl, please.
Oh, yeah.
As a girl.
Yeah.
You know you're coming from a logical point.
Yeah.
You're coming from a logical point. But I know, you know, all the times they tell people to bet responsibly.
Oh,
meaning
okay,
usibet na do ya rent, usibet na do ya food, ya school fees.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it would be responsible if it's that extra money. I don't mind keeping or losing. Ama ile do yenye unajua either way unaenda kutumia sherehe ama unaenda kununua nini.
Okay.
So you can take a bet on that, because
that
kuna
makes
to
sense.
be honest, there are people who have a risk appetite.
Yeah.
Let them do their thing.
Yeah.
So but isikuwe at the cost of mtoto hajasoma.
Yeah.
Aki.
Yeah. Anyway, that was that, and I admired that man. So carry audacity wherever you go. Make sure audacity iko kwa bag. Wacha space ya audacity kwa bag. Yeah, what caught your attention?
For me, what has been catching my attention, it's actually this week and like the previous week. Like, I've been following this like Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively drama, and woo, like,
Hata
for real?
ni cookie
Oh my
things.
God. Sasa I hope I will summarize this vizuri, but I hope you know my opinion is biased because I'm team Justin Baldoni all the way. So like Blake Lively, she alleged that she had been sexually assaulted by this man. And when you make such an allegation in Hollywood, like it costs you a lot. So he lost his job in his own movie premiere. Imagine when you're a producer and you've been sent to the basement.
In your own movie.
Imagine, and then your family, when people are up there posing in the red carpet, you and your family are posing near Dasani water. Like, what is that? So like ndo alikuwa anafuatilia. So I think they were doing that because they think like this is the old Hollywood, we are the big dog, so whatever we say goes. They didn't know this guy would fight back. And you know, like in Hollywood, for you to like sue people like Akina Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively, you need to have a lot of money. Kumbe this guy is friends with a billionaire, so like the guy can finance his case. So right now, like he's going toe to toe with Akina Blake Lively. Every time Blake Lively would be like, oh, he fat shamed me, Justin Baldoni video evidence. No, she's the one who called my nose big and told me to get a nose job. Kidogo she said that alini assault and he said sijui I'm so hot. Kumbe Justin Baldoni was talking about sijui the room temperature. Yani everything was coming out. So like this week walikuwa wana release website with all the evidence. Kwanza I love that attorney. I don't know the odds of that attorney watching GLM podcast lakini wewe you are doing a nice job. He was like, alikuwa kwa interview anauliza, so are you going to sue Blake Lively? He's like, into oblivion. And we are formulating a website that is going to have all the evidence. And like,
website, a whole website. Okay.
And I was like discussing with my friends, and they were telling me like, for a lawyer to have such conviction, like for real, they know we are going to win this case. So like, there's a website showing all the emails, the voice notes, the video evidence, and the text messages between Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Ryan Reynolds. So Mimi, I'm still being updated.
Yeah.
Okay, Hollywood tea right there. Interesting.
I think inakwanga so nice when you ukipata moshene ile tamu.
For
I
real.
know.
Ile tu yenye unaweza fuatilia, unaweza angalia receipts.
Yeah.
And all that. So I can imagine.
And what's even crazy is like, me, I hate Hollywood. I hate that like line of place. It just looks fishy to me. So the fact that this was able to catch my eye. Oh, and another thing I miss, like the movie she's working on is about domestic violence. Yeah, Justin Baldoni made this so that it can create awareness. And the fact that this woman, oh my god, she was marketing a domestic violence movie like a rom-com. You guys go wear your florals, let's go to the movie. How are you telling 13-year-old girls, 14, 15, when they were watch movie about domestic violence? And she was like, the way she was answering interview questions was so shitty. She's being asked like, how did you feel acting about heavy themes like domestic violence? And then she's like, when I was looking at the movie, I think my daughter and my mother can relate to the relationship. What do you mean?
What do you mean they
and
can
it's about
relate?
violence. Kumbe she never even read the book. Yani, it's a movie based off a book. It ends with that. I was so like, this girl is just ruining
Colin
everything.
Hoover.
Yeah. And then she's using like, Ameona, like people are not on her side. So she's using like, this is why women who have been assaulted are being made to keep quiet. So she's using that emotion to garner like support. And it's so annoying because if Justin Baldoni wins this case, it's going to be like women lie about these things. It's so annoying that you are promoting a movie that was supposed to tackle this. You're lying about this.
Yeah.
You're using these women's emotions to support yourself. And then at the end of it all, after you've made such a horrendous public image for yourself, you've also ruined it for millions of other women who also
because that will always be used as ammunition.
Exactly.
Exactly. But that's what caught my eye this week.
Ooh, that's deep.
It's quite a very heavy topic, but
For sure.
And I think you've made a video about it, like a TikTok.
Yeah, but it was like light and airy so that people go in.
Okay. Now I know you have me invested. I will have to see how this goes.
You're an influencer right here.
Yes. So at least now we know the headspace we are at. So I couldn't. In my notes app, I write like podcast thoughts.
Oh, okay.
Throughout the week. And like, so there's a time I was thinking in the shower about the things I usually judge people for. So I'm going to list out, I think 3-4 things. Then you tell me whether you judge people for the same.
Okay,
so
let's
go. So things I judge people for. Number 1, people who tattoo celebrities' names or faces.
Judge. I
Judge,
definitely
don't judge.
Where?
Not where.
As long as it's just on your body.
Yeah.
Not judge. Okay, so this came from a place. There's a time recently, Rihanna was, I think alikuwa make like a public appearance.
Yeah.
Then there's a guy who was following Rihanna on the car. Akimwambia assign autobiography or something, whatever, the signature. Then he wants to tattoo the name, whatever Rihanna will write on his body. Then Rihanna akamwambia, go tattoo your daughter's name instead.
Wow. Boss babe.
Yeah. Like,
Nikasema, me, to be honest, I'd judge someone for having a celebrity's tattoo name, whatever face on their body. Why?
Me too.
You don't know them?
Yeah. They don't even know you. You know them.
Yeah.
They don't know you.
They don't know
and
you.
Most likely they'll never know you.
Yeah.
I think I don't know like at what extent I could judge, because like maybe like these people made a significant impact in their lives. Like me, I'm speaking from the point where I remember there was a day, there was like a time or a phase or an era or a good 4 years.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with Akina Jungkook. I think if you were to ask me during those times, I would totally tattoo Jungkook's name. But it's because like, you know, during those times I hated my high school. Oh my god, I hated going back to school. So like during those times, like I don't know why, but his voice was so calming. And then the song is in Korean. So I used to like go look at the meaning of the lyrics. And the meaning was so deep. So the fact that this person like carried me through that period. But I think it's also unsafe because I was having a parasocial relationship with them. Like, I know they exist, but they don't know
you
exist.
Yeah.
So I think, I would judge if you have a tattoo, I think.
Yeah.
But then...
judging with love.
Yeah. If you tell me the story behind it, imagine me, I'll understand.
Okay,
I was also there.
okay.
So,
Okay, if you put it that way,
Yeah.
I agree.
Sawa.
But I'll be like, hey,
Madam,
you don't love yourself.
Willy Paul.
Yeah, really. Otile Brown.
that one, if you tattoo me, I'm not speaking.
I'm just
Sawa. Another thing, but still on celebrities. Things I judge people for. Celebrity lookalikes who make it their whole personality.
No, it's annoying. It's annoying.
Judge, not judge.
I judge.
You judge, not judge.
Hey, judge. Funny where you are only put here to look like so and so, and then it's giving like kunguni vibe. Okay, what is that?
Parasitical vibes.
Yeah, exactly.
Kunguni vibes.
Kunguni vibes.
Like, I just thought of like the most annoying creature that could suck your blood. What was I trying to say? Tick. Okay, but tick doesn't sound as okay. Fine.
Yeah.
But like, this person has spent their life building their identity, and instead of you trying, that's your whole personality.
Yeah. I think that's the issue for me in Akwanga. If this person was not existing, what would you be doing?
Exactly.
Yeah. Mtu akiniambia ka Ariana Grande.
Don't worry, we'll be there.
Okay, Rihanna mwisho. Yeah. And then I make it my whole personality. I believe I do lose Owino, who was building JLM.
Yeah.
I do lose everything else that I was doing.
Exactly.
So I don't know. But then, they're monetizing it. They're making, I don't know, kuna Kenyan Jason Derulo. It's usually so funny.
Make money.
Yeah. Hadi niliona matatu fulani ayendo amechorwa. Ama umse alikuwa amejaribu kuchora Jason Derulo.
Akaona tu acha niende kuna huyu. Savage.
Oh my God.
Savage love.
But it's getting out of hand. Like, I saw a story. Like, I like watching Tony Talks TV. Like, those two commentary YouTube videos. And there was like someone making a video about like Ariana Grande's lookalike, who's using that cloud to like monetize her OnlyFans. Like,
she's called Paige.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, and
that's
she looks like
now.
Ariana like
for real.
Ariana Grande ako blonde. I make a blonde. Anything like she's
and I know pia anajaribu ku sound like her and all that.
Mostly she uses her audios. Yeah.
That's just
okay, makes sense.
But she's weird.
But there's also a Rihanna lookalike. I don't know.
There are so many.
But then there's this one, I think anaitwa Priscilla.
Yeah.
But she does, I think for her it's mostly a makeup. When akipaka makeup, kuna venye ananzanga kufanana Rihanna. But then I was looking at her page and she's so successful. Like she even has brands with her, the Maybelline and all those. So she does her transitions using that.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, I don't think I do mind this, or rather. Maybe too, anafanya like a makeup transition to look like someone. And makeup is a whole industry. And it's a whole craft.
That one is
so
valid.
It's not like her whole personality.
Exactly.
So yeah, but
still in a way I would look at her side. You are still monetizing Rihanna, bad girl Riri, and you are just the bad girl version. So no shade. Okay, shade.
Yeah, you're the pure shade.
Yeah. Just find yourself, please.
Yeah, please do. But no shortcuts in this. No short. Find yourselves. Another thing I judge people for. People who fake accents, and we can tell it's being faked.
Yo. I'm not judging.
So
okay, telling. Oh, there's some people who can fake and you can't know they're faking.
I respect that anytime.
Yeah.
Ile unaka umetoka Gashororo and you can do a good British accent to be confused. I respect that. But if I see you're struggling. It's gone. Respect is gone.
It's just...
there's that level where you're faking it, but you've not yet made it. Because everyone said fake it till you make it, fake it till you make it. But there's a process. You're constantly faking and not faking it. But then I hate it when I'm able to pick out fakeness from someone.
Oh, yeah.
Mimi, like, why are you doing it? Like, if we're with you, you've seen a mzungu, you need to seal a business deal. Me, I'll look sideways, but like, fanya too. I know you are trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, you know.
But if you're doing it for some stupid reason as Sidri what
to look
impress
cool,
Sidri who look cool, I'm like, why are you with those people? That's not your crowd. If it's for survival, girl,
go for it. Yeah.
But if it's for stupidity, I'm trying to get kwanza a boy.
Okay, guys, there's something I'm about to say. So I was in church at some point. Nilienda kanisa. Alafu I sat next to a guy. And unaona ile kanisa, tell your neighbor nini and you know it's fine. So we two instance here, how has your week been? Bless your neighbor. We were talking like alikuwa anaongea like a Nairobi person nini. Alafu now time ya kuomba, this guy had an American accent.
Hi boy.
Wow.
So like I literally listened because I'm like, what a switch. Alikuwa anaongea tu kanani Tom, Dick and Harry, anyone unapata kwa streets. Alafu time ya kuomba nikasikia tu God.
Oh my God. Bless
go, hey Jesus. Huku niko wapi? So yeah, it's
maybe I don't know.
Alafu jua your time tuliendelea kuongea, he went back to the accent, like our normal accent.
That's crazy.
So I don't know whether it's a prayer thing. Labda naongea na Mungu in an accent.
Ama he code switches for prayer. Yeah, I had like
anaweza code switch for prayer.
Yeah, you can.
Like
you actually can. you don't see when people sing worship songs. There's
kuna ka code.
There's
But I think that's ka
alikuwa naomba mbele ya watu ama peke yake.
Peke yake, but unajua ni unaweza sikia si when you know you're sitting close to each other in church. So like I don't know, I wanted to be deep in my prayer, but then this I really had to question myself. Aka accent kametoka. So yeah, I don't know. Ama ni when you're consuming, sorry to cut you short. We probably also consume a lot of American, you know, worship music.
Exactly.
And pia najua kuna kwangana like you can fellowship with someone on YouTube. And it's probably someone in that from that side of the world. So you probably adapt to that.
Most likely.
I don't know if it's a good or bad thing.
That's what I was about to say. Like maybe there's someone who he like really likes listening to preach or something. Like imitation is the highest form of flattery. So to say, like maybe like whenever he prays, he's like, oh, my favorite American Nani prays like this, so let me
you know,
maybe yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Just pray. Praise the Lord. God.
Hey, Musha, then we get to know Jada. People, especially women, who say they're not feminists. Judge, not judge.
I unfollowed a babe yesterday because she said, you know me, I'm not she was so beautiful. She has really nice aesthetics. I really like her. But she said, you know me, I'm not a feminist.
You pick me. I hope they pick you. And as they pick you and you're crying on your way there and you expect feminists to come wipe your tears. I love. I'm a girl's girl, but you are turning into a mini man.
A mini man. But yeah, to be honest, there's a book by Chimamanda in We Should All Be Feminists. And we should. And I'll explain why. The fact that girl you're talking about, the mere fact that she was able to go to school, she has a phone,
exactly.
She
can share her own opinion,
because there are women who fought for that,
exactly.
Or maybe people don't understand the meaning of feminism and which is weird. Sai bado huelewi because from her videos she was saying, oh, me, I'm not a feminist, me, I want to be taken care of.
Kwani
those are two different things.
Exactly. And I was like, you share opinions here, you're living a good life, and I'm expecting you to be quite educated. No wonder, let me tell you guys, I think let me share this opinion right now before nisahau. I feel like education is not like a key to financial freedom, and maybe that's where people go wrong, because wako like, oh, unaenda shule alafu ukose kazi, ukose pesa, because they're thinking education ndio itafungulia njia, like inakufungulia skills and you also get to open opportunities out here. So ile you can have all the money, but the way you sound, you go like, education is key.
It's key.
For real.
Key.
Yeah.
So educating yourself, whether formally or informally, is really key. So I'm like, she really doesn't understand, because I believe I think she's a girl's girl for real. But if you can't understand feminism,
Exactly.
and you have a platform, you share opinions, hata mi napenda kutritiwa vizuri.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean niko
you're
in the
not.
patriarchal society or I'm not a feminist. So I think she took the meaning wrong, and
Exactly.
at that age, and you don't know, unfollow.
Yeah.
Respect yourself.
Because it's feminism is not fighting men.
It's
Exactly.
really easy.
It's literally us trying to breathe in the same air.
Exactly.
So it's
Equality.
Yeah.
literally equity, equality, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly.
But I was actually reading a historical book. There's this guy who has a collection of 720 photos from Kenya's history.
Wow.
And it's pretty amazing. If you are a history lover, we could talk about this. So akona different photos, like how nangezi old school photos, how Moi Avenue was looking like in 1960. It's that sort of thing. So kuna point enye he has a photo of the first club stroke bar that was opened in Nairobi. So what was actually interesting, of course it was opened by a white man. I think it was around the 1920s when they had started settling in. That was when the first, and literally hapo kuna place imeandikwa like that women were not allowed to stay in the club till past 6 p.m.
Haibo. Sasa hiyo tunaenda kufanya nini?
Yeah. And I think while they were there, they were not allowed to order drinks directly. Like, you are just going to chill and probably just talk. And of course, at this point, it's only white women who can go there.
Oh my God.
Yeah. You can imagine how far we've come.
Exactly.
Not to promote bars or anything, but you can see that's literally a sense of freedom that was gained.
Yeah.
So, like, whatever happens, just know the fact that your mom is even able to give you pocket money. Your shosho is able to sleep ile mnatoka ushago anakupea ka 500.
Yeah, exactly.
It's because she has money because someone fought for her to have money.
Exactly.
And it was not a man. Oops, sorry to burst your bubble. Women had to fight for this thing.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
we should all be feminists.
If maybe you're doing it for Valentine's or something, well, girl, please just educate yourself. I mean, my frontal lobe is growing, guys. I think because the way I spit things these days.
Na unafanya masters. Unajua ukifanya masters,
lazima ufanye research. You have to
Yeah.
learn. You genuinely have to learn.
Yeah.
But guys, educate yourself. Like, if you're a baby and you're not a feminist.
And then
That's
another
not
thing I
cute.
would like to add, like, if you think these women were that comfortable being taken care of, why would they fight in the first place?
Exactly.
Like, you wouldn't fight if everything was that good. If everything was that good, yani, your work is just waking up, you're being taken care of. Why would you go to the street to fight for some rights, to fight for the right to work and whatnot? If you think these 1,600 ladies that you were having a ball by staying in the house, able you get pregnant, 5 kids alone, you're the one chasing them around, and all your husband can tell you is, you do nothing, I'm the one who works.
Exactly. And they're an educated woman who is a feminist.
Exactly. And then on top of that, he hits
educated
you.
body.
Girl,
Yeah.
hey.
You will never be picked. Or if you are picked, they will you will still uta go through kama sisi tu wenye atukima pick
Yeah.
so it's crazy.
Yeah,
Plus,
always
if you are
choose you.
picked,
Yeah.
tusikupate kwa This Is Love na Jules, Sophie and Bumpy, girl. Like, no.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, those were my shower thoughts. Next time pia nitaandika zingine. Shower with me. Okay, shower thoughts with me.
Okay.
But hao watu wao wana promote mashower gel. Si wanasemanga shower with me.
Oh.
Get
But still,
But sisi wanatuonyesha. So wanatuonyeshanga tu
Wakiosha
wakieka hapa na labda the legs.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, that
najua hata
product
mi
looks nice.
naoganga hivyo, imagine.
Na my series.
Yeah.
Okay. Aya, so finally we are getting to know Jada. Aya, so we are going to do like a reversal of, I don't want to say roles, but we are going to talk about, since you're 19 and we are 22.
Yeah.
That's a 3-year age difference.
3, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Sini
So
wakubwa damn. Umeona wameanza kutuita wamama wa 2002 wamama
sisi si wa mama.
22 wamama guys.
So Bridget and I are going to say things we wish we knew at your age, which is 19. Okay. And then you're going to tell us also things you think you'd want to have grown in by 22. Okay. So it's like nice. You know, nice. that's difference in whatever. Okay. Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
I can go first. Yeah. Okay. So at 19, I wish I was a bit shameless at 19, to be honest. And I think I did tell Jada that I wanted to start doing vlogs at that point. And just talking. I was 19 during that COVID period. So I really wanted to do like videos because that's what I was mainly consuming. You know, that's the time Kina Rono and GK Nyambura on the high as well. And like, okay, these babes are doing something nice. I think I'd also do it.
Yeah.
Then I did record something, sent it to my then boyfriend. My boyfriend said it was cringe. Then that's how I never posted. Yeah. I'm talking about it lightly, but it broke me.
Yeah.
But anyway. But yeah, looking back, I'm like, if I was that shameless at 19, or rather, if I was shameless at 19, the same way I am now, probably things would have been different. It's not a regret or anything. Yeah. But also, COVID was such a good time for creators.
For real. People was.
For real, ata ungekuwa a really bad video, ungepata 1,000, 2,000 views.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was like a really lucrative time, but then, you know, it's like life works like a train. Kuna vile train inaweza kuja, you might hop on it, but then it will come around still at some point. So I believe my train came back at 20, and that's when I now started the podcast. So train next, I hope inanipeleka kwa Range Rover ya white.
Manifesting.
Just kidding, but that's something I wish I was so shameless at 19. And if I was to advise a 19-year-old, I'll tell you, do whatever, do everything. Take that video, record, I don't know, be yourself, find yourself in it. Yeah. So
And
Bridget at 19. What were you doing?
Things I wish I did at 19.
Or knew, or whatever. Yeah.
Well, I think when I'm thinking about it, I think everything is just in line. Like when I go back, there's nothing ninge reverse, to be honest. Maybe what I'm still learning as well right now, just being consistent with everything that I'm doing. Like, niko na shida ya consistency. Maybe I have so many thoughts, I have so many things. But when it comes to implementing and setting a system, kuendelea, imekuwa quite a challenge. Na nile, I can do it. It's just that lazima niamke, you know. So thinking things I wish I 19 ilikuwa 2021.
Yeah. Were you at Daystar already?
Yeah. Well, nothing, to be honest. It was vibes. I enjoyed my 19.
You had your time,
I had my time. Now we started going to school physically, and because tulikuwa tumeanza online classes because of COVID. Then now we started going to school physically. I'd always yearned to go to uni. Then what made me go there is I got a job at school at a radio station. So at least I got an opportunity. Ilikuwa such a learning opportunity for me. And thinking about it, it was vibes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's really nice.
It was vibes.
And you're also starting a podcast around that time.
Yeah, I started a podcast at that time as well.
You're also creating in your own space.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Yay!
I'm perfect, I
guess. Yeah. Okay. And now we have Jada. Well, I don't know. You can take it either way. You can tell us what you want to know in 3 years. Ata labda pia you still have lessons. 18, 17, what you wish you knew.
Yeah.
Take it away.
Since, like, I think I'll also say, like, what I wish I knew then, because, like, I can't foresee the future.
Okay.
And for real, like, not to blow my own trumpet, but I think I'm going to kill it.
Period.
Because, like, if
you think you are.
You are. Because if I know these things now, and, like, something I love about the concept of time is, like, everything multiplies, everything it like has interest. So whatever I'm putting in now, and if I continue on the same path, it's just going to be like times 10, times 100 as we continue. What I wish I knew then, I I think just allow yourself to grow, but don't take too much time growing. Because like I would do a mistake and then be like, oh, I didn't know. The next year I repeat the same mistake and I'm like, damn, what are you doing?
Okay.
Because like I've realized like most of my life, like most of the opportunities I've wasted of something wrong I've done, it's not the first time I'm encountering it. And then I've had people like ask me, oh my God, you're so wise for your age. How are you so wise? One thing is like, I really prayed for wisdom. When I was young, it was a prayer I made because in a way, it's like I was testing God. I was like, God, yani you asked Solomon for wisdom, you gave it to him. Until you asked, oh my God, he
Solomon
asked.
did ask.
So I was like, here I am. I want to ask for wisdom too. And in a way, I was like, mbona mi siwezi solve hizi riddles kama za kina Solo. I wasn't seeing like the way it was manifesting. Because in a way, the way it was manifesting in 2024, I remember like I would call myself out a lot. And that's also another thing to do with being wise, reflect. Really look back. Adi kukaa chini and to say like, what did I do today? What did I do wrong? Because most of the time, you're wasting your years, you're wasting your time because you're relearning lessons that you should have already learned. Okay. So that's one thing.
Wait. Yeah.
Okay, munaniga.
Watcha.
This is so nice. This is so nice.
Yeah. And another thing is like, surround yourself with good people.
Yeah.
Because that's something I've come to like realize. I remember I was like, okay, I don't know. I was crying on a couch. I was sitting and I was like, for the first time, my friendships are not tiring. Like, I'm friends with people who give back to me.
That's
like, nilikuwa nakaa chini nalia, I'm like, oh my God, I'm not struggling. I'm not telling someone like, I would have done this for you. I would, like, it was so, like, inaitwaje, debilitating in a way.
Okay.
And then, like, when you know yourself, you need to be ready for that alone period. Because like as you've said, cutting off people, like in 2024 when you're reflecting, calling yourself in a meeting, you're like, this person doesn't treat me right. Because let me tell you, I used to have a friend who used to go through my WhatsApp messages and then talks about it with her sister. And then I thought like, she's my friend, like maybe that's just something she does, you know, making excuses for people. So like when I was with my other friend, I'm telling her about this and she's like, girl, you know, whatever you're saying is not okay. That's why I was like, sometimes you internalize abuse because you don't even realize it's happening to you. Yani you're so used to it.
It's your new norm.
Yeah. I used to literally, I did an experiment. I sat in front of a mirror and I was like, I was now reflecting, telling myself, I was like, I have a friend called this. This is what she does to me. And then after I've told myself in the mirror and I still don't hear anything wrong with that, I now involve someone else. I be like, I have a friend who was telling me their friend does this. So like, don't nisijiseme like nisikai like, hey, you're being stupid out here. You know? So like, plus like in this growing period, you really need your friends the most because in a way like parents don't understand everything. Yes, they were really once 19 but saa zingine hawachukwangi hiyo time ati kujiput back in that space to feel whatever you're feeling. And your friends are what make you. Like Mimi right now, I am so grateful for the group of friends I have. Nice. Like I have a friend called Sheila. When I was starting TikTok, she's the only one I told about.
Madam wanaitwa Sheila.
So
nice.
You have a Sheila friend as well.
Okay. Like every episode like girl,
if you're called Sheila, please come be my Sheila.
But I remember like when I was starting TikTok, like all the videos, kuna videos zingine like nearly delete because I was like, that's too embarrassing. But every time I would post, I would tell her, don't comment, no usilete, like, you know, like the way TikTok is kind of connected with your contacts. Like you don't bring people we know here. So she'd watch my videos, go comment on my WhatsApp. Yani like unapata 10 messages. She's like, you did well, girl. I love the outfit for today. Kwanza that point you said. And I was like, yani, this is a stranger I met this year and she's supporting me like this. Plus your friends really carry you. Like get people who speak life into you and people who you have the same goals. Mimi, I was like, I had this savior complex where I was making friends with people who are growing. It's like me, I'm the one watering them. At this point where I've reached, me, I don't want to grow together. You just meet me when I'm grown. I have grown, we cross-pollinate. Like, in a way. Because in a way, kosabu, I realized I had a tendency to really take in whatever they tell me. And plus, it's easy to be with someone who you're on the same woke level than to be with someone mwenye bado ako huko chini. Because one thing I've learned with human, if the mindsets differ, you people are not sitting together. You cannot understand each other. So like I was telling myself in that like isolation period 2024 when I had cut off a lot of people and I was alone, I was like, if I'm going to make friends again, I'm going to do this right. That's one. And another thing is that if I have a friend, wacha nimwambie, you know what? I want to work for Chanel one day. I want to work for Google. I want to start my own hair care line. And like akiniangalia atakuwa like, kai, hiyo ni kitu kubwa, kai, hiyo ni... Because once they implant that in you, even you like take a step back. So like right now being with the like-minded people, like with the group of friends I have now, I can go up to like Sheila and be like, I want to start a hair care brand. And she's like, dope. I was also thinking of this and this along those lines. You people are pushing each other. And I think that's the real meaning of growth. When you have people wenye mko woke-minded equally and you move together. Because when you're trying to pull someone from there, one, it might not even be their time to learn whatever it is you're trying to tell them.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like right now, if I tell you like, oh my God, like you should decenter men because this is the effect they will bring if you don't. But wewe bado uko in that mindset of people pleasing, a man is everything, nini. It's going to be so hard to communicate and it's going to be so hard to bring you to my level. Plus, arguing, I have told myself I will not argue with people who I see we are not on the same intelligence level. It's not even being condescending, honestly. I'm not trying to like be like, oh, you are dumb, nini. Because sometimes I might be arguing from a point of reference. I have facts. I can lay them out for you. You, all you're arguing is ndo nikusikie, so that you just get your point across. And you're even wasting your energy because you're communicating from a point of enrichment. You want to enrich this person. And if they're really saying something worth listening to, they should enrich you back. But if you guys are not on the same emotional like level, not even emotional, on the same level, it's like a staircase analogy. Mtu wako hapa chini, they are trying to talk to you, but the words are going this way. They're not, you know?
It
so
makes
I would,
sense.
since I have said something so long, in your 19, 18, 17, be careful about the people you surround yourself with and always reflect. Plus reflect with other people's experiences. You might have a family member who's going through a problem. Angalia and be like, what is it that is affecting them now that I can see and I can prevent from happening to me? Because that's what I can say, like imenisaidia looking at people's regrets in a way, because they're like, okay, I regret I didn't start this. So I'm like, me and this shameless idea of mine, see what I do,
I do it.
Plus what's the worst that can happen? Until they're gonna see it. So
okay, but nimerelate sana na the aspect where you're talking about, you know, you just throwing ideas to friends and saying, will they support you? Will they not? Because I do remember when I wanted to start this podcast, I was in third year uni and I was in a heavy course. I was deep in architecture and I was just wondering, how is this even gonna happen? And you know, a lot of my friends told me, aita work.
But
really? Like, hey, unasiungoja umalize shule. And no, it's not like people are saying it from a bad point. It's just the understanding of life. It's that way. For me, it was like, you know, I think I can still do it. I think I have the energy.
Exactly.
And so thing is, all the answers unatafutanga nje zinakuanga within you.
Exactly.
That's why at times unajipatanga you are asking for advice from someone, but usha decide.
Exactly. Utaki kujisikia.
Usha decide. So I don't know. Do listen to yourself.
And that's also another thing. If you have a horrendous group of friends and you want to do something, shut up first. Ifanye tu kwanza, let them find out when they are finding out. But if you want to do it, just do it. Plus listen to your gut. Imagine your gut knows. It always knows.
You have the answer. You have the answer.
Because sometimes like you can find like you have a dream, but when you're going to share it with someone, you just feel funny. You just feel like listen to that feeling.
Makes sense.
Wow, this is so.
My
sister should learn. She's turning 19 this.
Oh, your sister,
my sister is turning. You're in uni.
Mimi bado sijaanza, but I'm starting in August.
Tunafika hapo actually.
Sorry.
Like what? So for us, we cleared uni last year. last year but one.
23,
Yangu like graduated last year.
year.
Nipige makofi.
Wow.
Thanks, stop. And so now we are in this specific stage in life where, right after uni, at least we were, I want to say lucky or blessed or whatever it is, but we did get job experiences.
Yes.
Running, ile unaanza ingine, unaingia kwa ingine, but it's just that cycle of career and working and knowing what specific aspects of your job you do like. So that's where we are in Rijo and I. Ata conversations zetu ni bedhe ule HR bedhe simple.
Like me.
Ule HR na ule accountant bedhe tuwapendi. So what stage of life are you in? What's in your headspace right now as a 19-year-old now?
Yeah. So as of now, I'll be joining uni in August. I'm still not gonna say which one. I am still keeping quiet. Like that's how we move. That's how we move.
Tukupigia makofi for uni.
Okay.
Let's
we'll have an educated babe. Or going to be educated. Yeah. But since I'm joining uni, for now all I'm focusing on is Adi. When you hear me mentioning computer science, I'm just doing it for the sake, like, I don't like being behind. If anything, I like being in front. Like niite mtiaji, be like, ule mshana mwenye anajifanyanga anajua sawa, lakini mimi am benefiting. You are hearing the lecturer talk about this for the first time. I'm like,
niliwatch YouTube video.
Exactly. So that's what's in my headspace right now. Right. I also want to grow content wise. In a way, it's kind of scary. There are times when I'm like, I don't want to post this because I don't want to grow. It's kind of weird, but with virality also comes like the bad people, the haters, the what not.
Valid, very valid.
So I'm just, in a way, I'm kind of scared to step into that space. Like, it's something I was talking about in a recent video I did. Like, it's like I'm scared of stepping into an identity I'm working for. Because when I sit down, like this year, I really want to learn Korean. I want to do computer science, learn some coding. And I also want to grow content-wise. So when I sit down and be like, oh my God, imagine one day if someone asks me to introduce myself, I'll be like, wow, I'm a Korean speaker. I can also code and I also do content. Like, in a way, inani overwhelmed to step into that identity. So for this year or for now, mpaka before August ifike, from now mpaka July, that's what I'm working on. I'm working on the courage to step into that identity. Because it's going to benefit me. One, I'm introducing myself, I'm like, Jada imnida, when I'm speaking Korean. Plus it will also help me stop oversharing. In a way, I want to have more depth into myself. Sabumi, I'm someone who likes carrying a conversation. So nikiona tumenyamaza, I'll be like, by the way, my uncle did sijini. So instead of oversharing stupid things, let me just get more depth in myself. Ndo hadi ukiniongelesha, I'm like, by the way, are you interested in Korean? What do you think about culture? Nini. Ama if that's not your take, I can talk to you about content. Ama if that's not your style, I can talk to you about computer science. Yani, I have content to myself other than my family and what's happening with our chicken,
Wow.
Damn.
Udani, at some point I'm like, I do relate to what it is you're saying. So two things, especially on the aspect of Nabrijo interjects at any point. Naomi naongea tu. But on the point of you embracing the things that you could be. The fact that at some point you'll introduce yourself with so many accolades. I think it still scares that a 30-plus-year-old. I do listen to Kina Jules and that sort of thing. And I remember at kuna time Jules alikuwa anasema how it took long for her to accept that she has worked with really big companies. Really, it's like you're shying away from things you've done. And it's because you're afraid of all the things that come with it. Because right now, if someone was to introduce you as Dr. someone, you've worked for I don't know who and who, it just keeps that expectation over you. And at times, you'll always look at yourself like you are, without all those things. So it's usually quite a bit scary. I like that you really want to have wholesome conversations with people. Because not everyone is always thinking of what could I add to someone else.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's really cool. Utaanzisha podcast wewe nishakuonea mbali.
For real. Oh my
You
gosh, the
should,
blessing.
actually. You should.
Yeah, because podcast literally we pour into other people using our own life experiences and things we've learned.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're probably on that path. It's probably not clear right now, but you might be steering your way towards.
Yeah.
That's so beautiful.
Towards that.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. Bridget and I were in the same high school.
Oh wow.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Same room.
Wow.
Same room, yeah. And thing is, we were not friends in high school.
Wow.
And in the
particularly.
same room, dead us.
Like
Wow.
haikuwa ile enemies but ilikuwa
Yeah.
I see
I
that
have my
girl,
clique
I
as a
see
team.
you.
Yeah.
Nakuonanga tu.
Go to hi.
Yeah.
Why you even saying hi?
Unakuanga kwa room yetu. Oh, ni wewe? Cool. Then after high school things just
Yeah.
yeah, and Bridget has been now that's a good friend who is always
Wow.
Bridget ni mtu wa kuhype pia.
Yeah.
No, 32 messages of love, appreciation, do this, do that.
Yeah.
Next time jaribu
Unanisifu sana,
Meow,
panda
meow.
bed. I'm joking.
But the thing is you do find your crowd at some point.
Yeah.
Labda unaweza ingia uni, you find the most amazing set of people.
Yeah, for sure.
So but your
Amen.
tribe, as long as you're true to yourself, your tribe
Exactly.
It'll come
will
for
keep
sure.
falling
Yeah.
into
Hey,
place.
it's so motivating.
Oh,
Hey. How are you feeling so far? So good?
I don't know. Like y'all are making me feel like a princess.
Yes, sawa. Question nimejiuliza. At what point did you realize that you are shameless?
Come on.
Or me or peke yangu?
Yeah.
Oh.
Could
Okay.
be any of us. Oh, because I do have my moments as
Yeah,
well.
shameless.
I think I was just like feeding my ego because I'm going to talk about this in relation to content. I was hyping myself up. I'm like, Kwanza, it's me who's doing these people a favor. When someone is scrolling on TikTok, imagine one day maybe they'll reach the bottom of the algorithm na hawana kitu. So like my video is there for them to watch. So I'm doing these people a favor.
Yeah.
Plus, I think there's just something amazing that comes when you realize, I have a choice. Like this is my life. I am so glad that clocked for me like mapema.
Oh my
Because
God.
even when I was looking at my relationships, the ones I was struggling with, I was approaching life with this mentality like it's a must. It's a must I struggle with these people. It's a must I be friends with this one. And then it reached a point in 2024 and it's like, mdem, unajua hii maisha ni yako. Unajua wewe ndo unajichuzia vitu unafanya. Plus, I was like, do you know you're the prize? Especially when it came to relationships. I sat down and asked myself, I was like that kind of friend like who gives and gives and gives, but her give you back.
Yeah.
So I was asking myself, like, why don't these people do this for me? Why don't these people do this for me? But then I clocked myself and I told myself, like, one, you're seeking validation from other people. And I also told myself, if you're here crying because of what they did, now where you've never given them an excuse to cry.
Yeah.
Like when they're at home, they're not like, Kai, today Jada was rude to me. Kai, Jada forgot my birthday. But Mimi on my side, that's what I'm crying about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm sad about. You are rude to me. So sometimes you're like, Mdem, this is your life and you are the prize. Always.
Hey, always.
So, yeah, nasikia kama
yourself.
nimekuwa mtu hadi sikumbuki ni nani lakini she said that.
You're the prize.
Exactly.
I'm so curious before we even continue. Have you been in a romantic relationship?
Oh, hell no.
Girl. So seriously heartbreak, you can't be wise.
Exactly.
tumesema lazima ukwe heartbroken ndo ukwe wise.
Look, we're wise. It's okay. Out of your
I
what
see.
would you look for in a partner right now? When
Yeah.
do you have like some qualities you'd look for if you want to talk to someone?
I think the thing that mainly prevents me from talking to someone is like the kind of outlook I have for in a relationship. I feel like my outlook is too innocent for the world that we are in. Because at the end of the day, I'm not looking for a transactional like thingy.
Okay.
I don't know, like the way our generation approaches relationships, it's just so disgusting. Plus, like, okay, it's not disgusting, but like, ainipendezi.
Okay.
Plus, no one has ever taken that time to figure out what does love look for me.
Okay.
When everyone is like defining love, it's like what they've seen on TikTok, what they've seen on Instagram. For them,
exactly.
love is like, oh, sijui $1 billion jet, ama ni sijui nini. Mwingine thinks love is sijui having like a man who's like a fictional one in the book. Nini. So like, I think if I find someone who matches my mentality, like relationship wise, for me, like when I think of relationship, I think of chosen family and forever friend. Because when I think of my relationships as chosen family, I am really careful with who I let in. That's how I think of my friends. Because what's the difference between this one and your family member? That the only difference is like you people are related with your family member by blood. But in any other circumstance, you're choosing this person because they have that homely vibe to them, because they can accept you, they know who you are. So when I look at it in terms of chosen family and forever friend, na wewe tu umekuja hapa sijui, all you can tell me ni panda bed. That's all you can tell me. Like, if I meet someone who's like equally woke, plus in a way I don't think like I'm ready to venture in that space, because I think I'm a realist. Because like naangalia, plus I like going with data and statistics. With relationship I am so pessimistic, because I'm like, look at how many couples have divorced, look at how many couples have done what. So like, first of all, I'm working on myself to step out of that horrible space. I also want to be self-aware, so that when I go into this relationship, I don't lose myself. Because I know myself. Because I know, like me, I'm one of those people, I will give my all. I will cross the ocean, even though I know I can't. But I will cross the ocean. You know? So, like, I meet someone who's, like, equally woke and has an equal view, like, outlook for relationships. It will be easier. Plus, to go on the same, like, place mentally, like we can have such conversations vile tuko sahi. We can have such conversations, and then the fact that they're another gender, tuingize kama they value feminism or not, ama they also see me as a threat. Plus another thing I was saying is like, what if I fall in love with a guy and I'm ambitious, like I become this big millionaire, and then I come to tell him, and then he's like, ananingoja niende kulala ndo anidunge kisu, like, you know, like,
it's really never so many, safe. Like,
there's so many things like I'm overthinking when it comes to that sector. So like for now, I'm just, if you're equally woke, to kutane, but I doubt if I'll have time for you right now.
That's a high level of self-aware. That's so beautiful.
And also you just doing that, you know, a relationship could put you at risk. If you really do lose yourself, and if you if you have a 19-year-old boyfriend who tells you your TikToks are cringe,
exactly,
you could lose yourself, to be honest. So just take your time with it.
Take your time and pray about it.
Exactly.
I've had
exactly. Because also, to be honest, me, I'm speaking, I'm in a relationship.
And she's in love.
It does help to be in a healthy space with someone.
Exactly.
It does help to have someone who helps you. And someone who pours into you. In terms of insights and just helping you out with day-to-day things. So if you do find the good side of being in a relationship and building something with someone, then by all means, you appreciate it. Unakimbia nayo.
But if you get a good person, my God, hold them
especially
tight.
If I find like a male version of my friend.
Period.
Because like the only thing about like this other gender relationships is like you guys tend to cross more boundaries than you would with your female friendships. That's why like in a TikTok I was saying like my relationships are genderless. Because once you start thinking of them in terms of male, female, and then this all ties into also the patriarchy, how people have come to view like the male species as like the top like once you get into a relationship, that's the climax of your life, like
exactly
staki kitu kama yo. I just want like a male version of like my friends, because like from there you can tell I'm looking at your mindset, I'm looking at your character, and I'm looking at like how are you in a way. And then on top of that we add the like to sprinkle like they're tall, they like hold me,
you know. If you ever feel like you're falling back in a relationship, this is your reference video.
Exactly.
Who you are.
Sorry. But I do like that you're looking for the deeper things. To be honest, it's sprinkle
for real.
The money, the looks, I don't know. Like there's a lot that has to be fulfilled before you now get to a point where money and looks is what you're looking for. For sure. This is so beautiful. Come on. This is so nice.
Like I'm so inspired. My children must be like Jada right now if you're watching this. at 17 akili kama hii you can't have a mother with MBA na unafikiria
For real.
tangu watu anze masters yani
that's the
but
personality.
unaenda kwa na MBA wow
For real.
yeah,
Me, I'm
yeah.
so proud of you, girl.
Thank you.
yeah
This is so nice. Like I'm so
Yeah.
excited having like younger people and articulating like this. This is like healing. Like I feel like tunaenda the right path as a generation as well, because
Exactly.
you can't compare. By the time you're 30, you know, you'll be a wise.
For real.
You know,
what leader
just praying we don't lose ourselves as well, because unaweza kuwa the wisest nini then vitu ziende here and there.
Yeah.
So we hope to stay too in that direction.
Exactly.
And every day is a learning experience.
Yeah.
And it's so beautiful to learn actually.
Yeah. I think that's it.
For real.
Yeah,
Imeisha
imeisha.
haraka.
Gosh.
But don't worry, we shoot an episode every single Saturday.
Yeah.
Unaweza
We
kwa
can
tu guest
continue,
tena.
right?
Of
Can
course.
continue.
Yeah,
to
tuka online best umesema uliwatch online best that like sijui uliwatch gani but we've had her twice.
Twice.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She's our
Yeah.
bestie for real. Now what's online.
Real.
Just so
Hey.
you
Na
know.
tunapenda kuwa na girls.
Yeah. For real.
Or maybe you could shout out to the people you look up to in the content creation industry.
No, Sue. I love you.
Okay,
Natasha
come on.
Nosim.
Natasha
Oh, yes,
Nosim,
and we've
For
had her
real.
too.
Yeah. And then the other guys are like Akina Clark, Gloria, Monet, McMichael. Those two like girls. I just see them. I'm like, wow.
Miss you, Andrew.
For
Mimi
real.
najua Gloria though.
Oh. They're like South Sudanese makeup artist. Is she
That's
South
so
Sudanese?
beautiful.
Mwenye anafanya like a blush. You don't know her?
Oh,
Blush.
Yeah.
Like me. Yeah.
siko sure. But
Wana
anyway,
ana
yeah.
reviewingi makeup kuonyesha. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you
Gracing
for
our
having me.
podcast.
No, an advice to the 19-year-olds.
Take it ai
trust
hata
me.
hata tu wa 20 bado
hata watu wa 25 kuna watu wafikiri kama we right now.
For
So maybe
real.
an advice for 19 years and above.
My advice would be, please be self-aware in every situation. It's good to be self-aware, acknowledge your positives. Like, you're not being proud, you're being aware. And also acknowledge your negatives. Please don't put yourself in situations where you need to sacrifice your sanity. If you see like you're becoming crazy because of these things, it's not a must.
Yeah.
It's not that girl who's stressing you and talking behind your back, but you're still coming to be her friend. It's not a must.
It's not a must for sure.
Yeah, plus this life is yours. Plus don't procrastinate. If you have an idea, just make it exist. You'll
Do
make
it.
it better later. Just
Yeah.
make it exist. Plus this life is yours, madam. Once you finally realize that, and that every choice you make like actively contributes to your future. Like, you know, wewe ndo unaweza kuwa the next Murugimunyi hapa. Na tu unazuba. Ebu get on your Zoom. Yeah.
Sikulalala.
Exactly.
Ukirusha ma hate comments.
Exactly.
Wake up.
Yeah.
Nice. This is so, I'm inspired once again. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you. I wish tutakuita tena na tena na tena. We can have this.
Sasa hiyo itakuwa get to know Jada. Utaingia tu kwa episode urun shoka yako.
Really, kama yako, we are not getting to know you.
So yeah.
You're the firstborn.
Mimi.
Huh?
Complicated, let's say firstborn, only child. Complicated, but yeah.
Hey, bo.
Okay.
Love it.
Yeah, uko na
Thank
firstborn
you.
energy.
Uko na
For
first,
real.
yeah.
See, Liju,
That's why we are connecting. Wise people.
Had it from them. See Mimi?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That has been that. Thank you for joining us for episode 62.
Episode 2, season 6 for...
Yeah. Tunafanyanga tu bye. As usual, nawapenda just a little bit. Tulikuwa na live show last
live recording the last...
live recording.
Oh, wow.
We are definitely working on having another one, bigger
and with
and
more
better.
people.
Yeah.
And with more people. So yes, do stay tuned. A lot is cooking.
Yeah, follow our socials at the JLM podcast. You will get all the updates. And if you want to get the fast updates, join our broadcast channel. Yeah, you will enjoy. You can even watch the episodes before Thursday 6 p.m. We give that privilege to people who are our Coca WhatsApp channel later.
Yeah.
And plug yourself. Where can we follow you?
Oh, you can follow me at jada.me.u in TikTok. Same username, Instagram, and Jada Amani on YouTube.
Ni me.u. Unajua nilikuwa nasoma Jada miau.
Jada meow. Crazy.
Kumbe hivyo ndo inasemwa pole. My apologies.
Jada meow.
Ilikuwa guy ona Jada meow. Ni Jada.me.you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Jada
okay.
meow. Guys, bye. No more embarrassing myself.
Meow.
Meow is crazy work, baby.
I put the dot like dot.
Me, you.
Pole.
Meow.